So there I was, minding my own business, doing my 127 billionth playthrough of Terraria, when I finally reached the lunatic cultist and smacked him. Then this happened, and I shut off my computer and cried in the shower. Okay, why the extreme reaction? Well, if you've ever played Terraria, you know that after beating the cultists at the dungeon, 4 little mini-boss type things called the Celestial Pillars invade your world. Each one of these pillars requires you to defeat enough of their lackeys they constantly spawn in order for their shield to go down. Once that happens, it's time for them to go down. Once defeated, these pillars drop their respective fragments that correlate to each of the game's 4 classes so you can craft some of the strongest weapons in the game. After defeating the 4th and final pillar, Moonlord, the final boss, spawns in for you to challenge. And that's about it for all of that. So what's the problem? Glad you asked. I really don't like the Celestial Pillars. I think they are the only bad part of Terraria, and I never look forward to facing them every time I play the game. For starters, I feel like they completely halt the pacing of the game. By the time most players are fighting the lunatic cultist, they already have all of the best weapons and armor available, like the beetle or shroomite armor. So when you're all ready and prepared to finish the game, you gotta first run around your little world and defeat these pillars that are all fairly difficult and annoying. Each pillar has their own set of enemies, and almost every single one of them can be a pain in the ass in one way or another. For example, take the Nebula floater here. I hate these things. They constantly teleport all around the screen, shooting very high damaging lasers at you at a pretty fast pace. It probably wouldn't be so bad if every other enemy wasn't also chasing you and sending truckloads of projectiles your way. Unless you're a turbo pro at this game, you're going to die a lot. Once you finally manage to defeat 100 of those celestial buttholes, you then realize you have to do this 3 more times. This whole process 95.6% of the time is boring, slow, annoying, and repetitive. And the cherry on top is, if you fail to defeat Moonlord, since you know he's fairly tough, you get to do it all over again, including the lunatic cultist. Thankfully though, a recent-ish update made it so that once you've reached Moonlord at least once, you only need to defeat 50 enemies for the pillar's shields to go down on repeat attempts. To put it simply, I don't like having to do 4 different 5 to 10 minute long invasions with very strong enemies with difficult to avoid attacks, right before the final boss. In my opinion, that is just a total pace breaker. Even if you don't agree with me, I hope you can understand where I'm coming from here. I have played a lot of Terraria, so obviously I enjoy this game very much. Being forced to fight these space meatballs over and over just to get another attempt at Moonlord is just annoying and time consuming. Anyway, that's gonna be it from me for now. I'm gonna go back to playing Terraria probably, so bye bye. Please leave now. Don't forget to shut the door on your way out. Please. Thank you. Okay, please leave.